I made this envelope myself from these super large bags, and it looks really nice, which is today's achievement. But I'm going to think of another way. If I'm going to make these every time I pack the charms, life would be too hard. But look how it slips in. And the cut lines are perfect. Yay! So I was at the post office and I didn't know that there was a new rule that we need to go online and enter I think it's called custom clearance, to be able to mail something to the US and Europe. It's a really new rule. The staffs were really nice. They helped me out, but because I had to write out every additional things inside, so I wasn't able to send this out today. And the line grew so long it even went outside, so I'm really sorry for that. It must be super stressful, and so am I. What a day. Why are the bros so sharp? Like literally every one of them are like, sharp doesn't suit me. This is the only one of them. It's been like 4 years since I played this. There wasn't an Instagram story back then, but look. This is so new. I'm literally having the worst week ever. I woke up to the emergency alarm because the whole Taiwan was out of electricity. I thought that I shouldn't rant. No complaints, no ranting, be positive, but I received this today. My package got returned, which is the worst nightmare of small business because international shipping is really expensive. I feel so sad right now. Stay strong. I need to stay strong. You are strong, Jenny. I'm currently super worried because I have another package that I sent to America, and that costs like approximately, I think it's like 25 USD, and if that sends back, I'm going to cover up that 25, and I think I only like sold $20 on that product, which I'll be paying more than I earn. And I'm super anxious right now because I don't know whether it will be returned like this one, because I sent it out February and I haven't heard from the person that I sent to. But please, no, not another one. Making myself some meatballs. this is like partially of the whole collection. It's another spring couplet, so it's going to be in a rhombus shape, and I will be finishing this one. I had this background in red because I need to make sure that the colors look cohesive, and I'll be posing this, importing the PNG file into Illustrator with the words and items separately. So last week wasn't a great start of March, but it's Monday, which means it's a new week. So dressed up, get up, and never give up. Yep, let's make some art.
Everything I want in a pixelated sonogram, taking off your top. It's a product of the way you've been listening to your mom, baby. I've been waiting for you.
At first I was like, oh no, what should I draw? I had no idea what to draw. And then I thought of the trip last week, so I decided to draw animals that we encountered, like the white kangaroo and the llama. I don't know what specific name it was, but the sheep and Bambi and capybaras. They told us that capybaras have really bad eyesight, so we had to take the leaves really close to them so they could see. There was a lot of leaves on the ground, so my boyfriend was really curious about if the capybaras know that there were leaves on the ground. Do they not see them, or they just don't eat it? So he took one of the leaves from the ground and offered him the leaf, and he smelled it, and after like a few seconds he turned his head away. It was really cute. And I tried out different mediums, like a combination of Prismacolors, and made it into more of a texture. Like Posca markers has limited colors, so I have to jump out of the comfort zone. When drawing this, I could spend more time thinking of what I could add, make the whole piece look more vibrant or more detailed. At first I was worried about the colors, but after I started, I can add so many things, like this should be here, this I should want have a color block over here. It's just really natural, you just go with the flow. There should be a leaf over here and something is missing, and I'll add more details. Yeah. Hello, it's Tuesday and I'm supposed to go to 就服中心, but I'm always out of words. So I've been doing a lot of artworks last week and I think I could share them with you. I didn't film down the progress because I wasn't feeling really good last week, so I didn't bring my tripod with me. But still, there's some of the artworks that I really liked. For example, this one. This is one of the draw this in your style. I'll leave the count like somewhere down below. But it's a rock and I turned Lou into a rock. The moss or grass hair is really funny, and but I like the colors. I don't know why, but I just had the vision of using bluish lines and some warm colors to make it cozy. And this one is there's an artist inside everyone. Like last week I was going out with a lot of friends and they asked me a lot of questions. We were all majored in industrial design in uni, but they don't like to draw. They asked me, drawing every day for you, isn't it really boring? But it's something that I really like to do, so I don't think it's boring. They shared their experience with me, like when they were in elementary school, they were told to be entering a lot of contests, and when they don't get the first place or the top 3 places, they would be like hurt and unconfident, which is really interesting because I loved to draw when I was in kindergarten, and we didn't have art contests back then in my school, so I didn't know what's it like being compared. My parents never told me to enter any contest because, well, they're not the type of parent who wants their kids to be like everything perfect, which is I'm really thankful about this part. Well, my friends told me that they felt really unconfident and they started to dislike this project and they started to not draw anymore. But I think that if it's that reason, it's kind of sad. So I kind of thought of this and I wanted to say that there's an artist inside everyone. So if you're not feeling confident enough, or you're feeling anxious or depressed because you're not doing better than somebody else, it's not that important because art is about personal feelings. So trust yourself, heads up, and be confident because everyone is an artist. Well, it's okay if you don't like art anyways, because I know that some of my friends don't even want to try. Well, it's just like, for example, not everyone likes to write poems, or not everyone likes to take photographs. It's it's understandable. And this one is tea time, which is from yesterday. Temperature dropped yesterday and I thought of having warm tea, and so I had this first person perspective like Lou is asking you for a tea. I'm kind of curious that if you guys would be interested in watching me draw like the progress, because I don't know if it would be boring, because it's me focusing on art and I don't have the time to like talk to you, and I'm really bad at multitasking. I forgot this one. This one is another Draw This in Your Style. I don't know how to pronounce their account name. I think it's Fibina. So this is her Draw This in Your Style by Fibina Studio. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I'll also leave the name down below. It's a bear reading a book, and I added Lou beside him to listen to his story, and the bee was sitting on his head. He was reading, there's a little detail that he's reading Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is, I thought of drawing Winnie the Pooh because he is really inspiring. Like when he gets in trouble or he meets some problems, he would be like, think. And it's really important to think of ideas before giving up, right? So he is reading the book to Lou, and Lou is really concentrated. He's a really good listener. So yeah, these are the arts I made last week. I actually don't know what to do next. There's a good news is that I received a client work yesterday, so I would have some work to do, but I can't show you guys. I don't know if it's like this week's studio vlog is me ranting about custom declarants and playing Sims and doing nothing but feeling sad, and suddenly there's a ton of artworks made without the progress, and that's it. But yeah, I think I'll end this studio vlog here. I'm sorry if this is really boring, but this is my week. I think it's boring too.